position for an AP lordotic chest. Okay, so, and this is a good reference for you when you're studying for your lab exams and studying for your tests in class too. You always need to know your SID, that's going to be right here, 72 inches, what your field of view is going to be, so 14 by 17, just know that that's your largest field of view, lengthwise or crosswise depending on your patient's size, and it's going to give you a kV range and a recommended AEC selection. And you can see it's got your patient position. So with the patient standing about 1 foot away from the IR, the wall bucky, and leaning back with shoulders, neck, and back of head against the IR, both hands on hips, palms out, shoulders rolled forward. And then heart position, you're just going to be centering mid-sagittal plane, so remember right on the spine like we've been doing for all the other chest x-rays. And then top of IR should be about 3 inches above the shoulders on an average patient. And that's because everything is projected up, but remember that's a guideline. Sometimes that 3 inches is going to be a little too much. Okay? So we want to make sure that everything is set up here first. See that the patient is going to be AP now, so for PA chest x-rays we put our left over here, but since the patient's going to be facing out, this is the left. So we're going to place our left marker in the upper corner, and then what we would do is instruct our patient to stand so their back's up against the board here. And what I like to do for a lordotic chest is before I have them lean back, I want to do my best to set the height of the wall bucky. So what I find works well is if I line that black line up to about the top of the patient's shoulders. So yeah, just go ahead and you can lower it down. Is it tracking right now? That's okay, we'll let it do it. Number 4. Just a touch, that should be pretty close. Okay. Now if the patient's able to, I would just ask them to take a step forward, and then I guide them. So like I would have, yep, just like that. Now I'm just going to have you lean back. So just help them lean back, because that's kind of scary to lean back like that. It's like that trust fall, you know, when it's like someone's going to catch you. You want to make sure that that board's going to be behind your back. So then once they're back, now see how it lowered my shoulders down? And then I would evaluate if I've got that up high enough behind their back. Okay, so I would say 2 to 3 inches. Like I say, 3 inches a lot of times is a little too much. Okay, so how does it look?
It looks a little too much. Yeah.
A little over 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so then if you wanted to adjust it, I'd probably tell my patient to stand up and maybe just lower it a little bit more. Am I telling you the right way?
Yeah, you would lower it, right?
Lower it, yeah, because it was too much. It was too high, right? Yeah.
Think more, guys? Or?
I think that's good.
Yeah, that should be good. Go ahead,
Okay.
take a little step forward. Same
Okay.
thing. Go ahead and lean back. Almost there.
Okay. How does it look on my shoulders now?
Good.
Okay. So now you want to look to make sure that it's centered. Am I centered side to side? Is that right about in the middle?
Yep.
There? It does tend, I've got my head rested right in that little dip on the wall bucky, so it does work well for this view. It doesn't really work well to rest your chin on it for PAs, but this, it's kind of keeping me in place and centering me. So then you just have the patient put their hands on their hips, yep, they say palms up, and then just roll the shoulders forward to get the scapula out of the lung field. And then you can just wheel the shield in front of your patient, and you'd still breathe them on inspiration. Okay, so that's your lordotic chest. So why don't we go ahead and practice that. We can leave the tube detented if you want to just partner up, and you can each run through that on each other so you can feel what it's like to be the patient.